as XRP's price surges by more than 27% and reaches a monthly high of more than 74.50. People are getting excited about its comeback. The release of an exchange-traded fund ETF for exchange-traded funds XRP in April, which would fuel aspirations of going to the moon, is the subject of speculation over the rise. Please remember to follow, like, and share this post. Let's get started. A fresh piece of information has come to our attention, which states that the XRP platform AM will be activated on February 22nd, 2024. Right now, XRP is on the verge of fleeing. In light of the fact that the largest banks in the world are beginning to covertly use XRP, you should exercise caution with what you have. They would prefer that you do not see this. Undoubtedly, CBDC is embracing and incorporating XRP into its operations. As an additional possibility, crypto assets might be utilized as a bridge currency, or settlement assets could serve as a substitute for CBDC. The fact that all of this may be paired with CBDC makes it quite possible that we are also seeing XRP in this context. In contrast to other cryptocurrencies, central banks and other significant financial organizations are showing the most interest in Ripple. A significant sum of XRP has been transferred from Ripple to a wallet that is currently unknown as of this moment. A total of 95 million USD is equivalent to this quantity of XRP. As for the subsequent one, we will request that the Bank of Japan simply adhere to Basel II by the 31st of March in 2024. When the Federal Reserve pulls out of the market on April 19th, 2024, Bitcoin Halloween BTFP will come to an end. Every single bank in Japan will be using XRP as a component of the BICO by the year 2025. This will be the result of a significant Bitcoin wave that will hit the central bank. The United States currency and the banking system are going to collapse this year as a result of the beginning of a new era. According to him, the exchange-traded fund ETF for XRP is not far off. The price of XRP showed a new sign of life on Monday when it gained more than 27% from its intraday low. This was a positive development. In order to establish a new yearly high that was higher than 74.50, it broke past numerous levels of resistance. Traders are intrigued in this price increase, and it has also led to debates regarding the future of the asset, particularly the possibility of the establishment of an exchange trading fund. The changes that have occurred in the ecosystem have been discussed extensively by Martin Hesselberg, who is the head of research at Uphold Exchange. Hesselberg cited the regulatory clarity that was achieved the previous year as an example of the positive momentum that has led to greater changes on XRP since the lawsuit was settled. Hesselberg cited the recent performance of the asset as an example of this positive momentum. According to him, we're finally seeing the fruits of increased development on XRP since the lawsuit was settled. This statement was another indication that an exchange-traded fund ETF was on the way. At this point, an XRP ETP is only around the corner, indicating that the old gal is still viable. The road to an exchange-traded fund ETF for XRP in the United States is a difficult one. People are looking forward to an exchange-traded fund ETF as the ecosystem continues to expand. Several instances of this include the Ethereum-compatible sidechain and the autonomous market maker for the XRP ledger, both of which are scheduled to be activated in the near future. This is being tested at this very moment. The route to an exchange-traded fund ETF in the United States is still uncertain, despite the fact that there is a lot of excitement about it. This is because large asset managers like BlackRock are being cautious. On the other hand, there is a discernible feeling of optimism around the company. Both the CEO of Ripple, Brett Garleyhouse, and the CEO of Volcker, Steve McClurg, have expressed their certainty that an exchange-traded fund ETF will be established. As a result, during a gathering that took place 3 weeks ago, Garleyhouse expressed his approval of the concept of an exchange-traded fund ETF and stated that the creation of a crypto ETF would inevitably result in a more diversified and highly developed investment environment. According to what he said, the only time I can comprehend it is when I consider the early days of the stock market, when diversity was not merely a strategy, but rather an absolute necessity for the purpose of mitigating investment risk. It is also possible that there will be additional exchange-traded funds ETFs, although it is difficult to predict when these ETFs will be released. Also, Garleyhouse stated that. During an interview in January, McClurg, an executive of Volcker, made statements that were comparable to those made by Garleyhouse, who expressed optimism. The Ethereum project is going to have a lot of files, in my opinion. Considering how far Ripple has come in recent times, it is possible that there is even anything for it. A number of analysts, including Eric Beltranos from Bloomberg, have reduced the likelihood of an Ethereum exchange-traded fund ETF to 35% as a consequence of recent events. An exchange-traded fund ETF for XRP, on the other hand, appears to be a possibility only if the cryptocurrency with the highest market capitalization makes it possible. In a global context, this circumstance appears to be more favorable for investment vehicles that are based on assets. For example, an exchange-traded product that is already listed on the Swedish stock exchange and the 21 shares RIPPLE XRP ETF in Europe are examples of investment vehicles that have an impact on the performance of the cryptocurrency. Prepare yourself for a scorching month of April and XRP at 77 cents. So here's why. As a result of the recent positive spike in Bitcoin assets, several of these assets are beginning to slow down. There are some assets such as XRP that have even entered the red zone during the course of the day. On the other hand, there is data from the scientific community that shows these assets might be on the verge of making a significant recovery that might bring them to 77 cents. Specifically, the XRP coin just established a new high on its daily chart, which was 66.5 cents, breaking through the barrier. Pseudonymous crypto analyst Dark Defender has observed that the monthly time frame of this cryptocurrency exhibits a distinct increasing tendency, which indicates that the month of April will be highly active. The estimates of the specialists indicate that XRP is projected to reach targets that are closer to 133. This is due to the fact that the primary resistance was located at 188 and 585 Fibonacci targets in the upcoming weeks. Not until it reaches 77 cents, which is the next target that Dark Defender announced in an X post on March 13th. However, this will not happen until it reaches that point. Now, why is it that the price of XRP is decreasing? The price of XRP, on the other hand, is currently experiencing a decline of 284% on its daily chart. This decline coincides with a significant decrease in the amount of money that is entering the derivatives market. The data that was discovered by the analytics application CoinLast suggests that this may indicate that investors are getting ready to close their positions by closing their positions. In addition, according to the most recent data that Fimbolt obtained on March 13th, the price of XRP, which is currently located at 68 cents, has increased by 1,372 over the course of the past 7 days, 0.9% over the course of the past 7 days, 309% over the course of the previous month, and 10.7% since the beginning of the year. The price projection for XRP following the conclusion of a legal suit. While all is going on, the cryptocurrency community is eagerly anticipating the conclusion of the court action that involves the United States Securities and Exchange Commission and the blockchain company Ripple. The SEC is concerned that Ripple has oversold XRB, which the SEC considers to be a security. A decision was made by Judge Annalisa Torres in July of the previous year, stating that the retail sale of XRP did not constitute the selling of securities. However, a decision about Ripple's institutional trades is still pending, particularly with regard to the amount of damages that Ripple will be required to pay. The price of XRP may shift depending on the outcome of the case, despite the fact that it is difficult to determine exact amounts. The following one that we are going to look at is titled XRP Price Surges Amidst the Ciclio Battle, and it is in this article that the CEO of Ripple discusses his predictions for the future. This is the perspective of the Chief Executive Officer of Ripple in relation to Bitcoin. In an interview with Bloomberg Live, Ripple's Chief Executive Officer Brad Gullyhouse expressed his optimism over the potential for XRP to increase in value. Also, he emphasized how vital it was to collaborate with the regulatory bodies, particularly in light of the fact that the litigation against SE is still ongoing. In addition to that, he discussed Ripple's efforts to collaborate with regulators and organizations that are subject to regulation, claiming that the performance of XRP has improved as a result of this collaboration. In addition to this, Gullyhouse discussed the potential of XRP in comparison to the value of Bitcoin. In spite of the fact that he acknowledged Bitcoin's significance in the cryptocurrency market, he made a veiled reference to the possibility that XRP may become significantly more valuable if Ripple were to find a solution to the issues that arise with large